There has always been this kind of tongue-in-cheek, always two characters. They hate and they love each other. They are enemies and friends.
Actors are always jealous of each other when you are equal in the movie. And it is the personality of one wanted to overpower the other.
The atmosphere, always, there has always been, it looks like they're comedies, but there is deep thing inside.
¡Compañeros! ¡Vamos a matar! ¡Compañeros!
I am very famous in Italy for being very difficult. But why? Very simple. If I have to live and feel a line, I have to say that line the way we talk, or the character will talk. What I want is to become the part. To leave Tomasa Miliana, whoever he is, and be the character. I read the script, pay a lot of attention to my character. I know immediately where it sounds phony.
The American audience is accustomed, or was accustomed, to see American Westerns. And most of the time, American Westerns, they were John Wayne or Gary Cooper, and they talk with American accent. Hey man, how are... But the truth is not that. The truth is that in that period, 90% of America, even more, they were all immigrants from Europe. They were from Poland, from Ireland, from Russia, from Czechoslovakia, from Sweden. So they spoke English with different accents. This is why, because I always want to use my voice in the English version, except, you know, the early Westerns like Django, Texas Adios.
I reckon you know what the star stands for.
This is why I said I always wanted to play in my Westerns a foreigner, not the typical American. He was always, you know, an immigrant from Poland or from Sweden, from Russia. This is why in my Westerns in Mercenary, my character was called Sergei Kowalski. And in Companeros...
My name is Yodelov Peterson.
So I always had to find an excuse that I was not typical American.
Now you know where I am. Go and tell General Mongo the Swede is in town.
The costume gives me 60% of the characters, maybe 70. The rest is soul. Kowalsko means beret. And with a beret, I can work many things doing the movie. For example, suppose this is a beret, okay? If I have it like this, it's one thing. If I have it like this, it's a wise guy. If I have it like this, it's a little lost. So, according to the scene, I start moving my thing, you know. But it comes out automatic. In other words, the Vasco, that's my nickname in the movie, is part of the way I feel for that particular moment.
You are not Mexican, are you?
No, I'm Swedish.
He's the son of a Mexican puta with a penguin.
When I went to makeup, I arrived, say, 7:30, 8, to shoot at 9 in the morning. And Franco was already there 2 hours ago. And his personal makeup man was making his little wrinkles. I said, Franco, why do you do this? I mean, you're good looking. What do you want to look older for? I said, because in 30 years from now, when I'm really old, everybody's gonna say he never ages.
With Thomas, we had a little fights during the shooting.
Gentlemen, if you have to fight, do it fairly.
I wanted to impose my reality, right? And sometimes probably I don't have the diplomacy of asking for something that I think is right. And maybe it's not good for the other actor. But I insist, and there comes the friction.
I think that he had a little complex on me because of my blue eyes. And he was afraid that on the screen I was taking away the scenes from him.
Franco is in the scene where his hands are tied in the back on top of a barrel. So I said, now I'm going to do something. So I took his eye and I pulled it and I improvised a little song like, beautiful eyes, blue like the sky. And then he called Corbуччи at night. Franco said to him, let's do that thing again. Thomas is crazy.
But that helped in the movie, you understand? Because I always, I love Thomas. We've been friends since then.
Franco Nero is one of the best human beings I've ever met, really. But in those days, and if I'm working with him, I don't want to know that.
I owe a lot to Serджио Korbуччи. Because if it wasn't for Corbucci, maybe I would never have become a proper commercial star for westerns and for, action movies. I think he wanted to do a trilogy, Django, The Mercenary, Companeros. I think he had the right feelings. I think I was the right actor for him.
Believe me, being with Corbуччi and his wife Nori in Almeria during those days, it was the most beautiful period of my life. Really, really. The most beautiful period of my life. Tough, because it was very tough. But, wow. It was a joy, really.
He said, our relationship is exactly like the relationships between John Wayne and John Ford. So we are the John Ford, John Wayne of the new generation.
I knew he liked me. I knew he enjoyed looking at me because I made him laugh. Or I didn't tell him, God bless his soul, that I knew that, that he wanted that from me. And I was giving it to him to entertain him. Because entertaining him, I was entertaining the public.
I remember he kept saying to the lighting man, be careful, I want the proper light on those two blue lakes that will allow me to make a lot of money. He was always full of humor, Serджио Корбуччи. And I think I was his actor. I remember we used to embrace, we were almost like two homosexuals, because many times, kissing and, embracing and going out at night. Every evening we used to go out for, dinner together. And I remember that after the 3 westerns, he wanted me for other movies, but we had a fight. And we didn't talk to each other for a while. But when I saw him just recently before he died, he said, I'm going to do a western. And I'm going to dedicate the western to you and to Claire Africa. And tears came out from his eyes because he was very moved. But anyway, I'm glad I did that western, Jonathan of the Bears. As a tribute to Sergio.
Give me one single case where violence is absolutely necessary. Yours.
Fernando Reyes was my favorite friend and actor. We did many movies together. We did like maybe 10 movies together. We started with Tristana, a film we did with Buñuel. And Fernando was always full of humor. And so I used to say, don't forget that Fernando Rey plus Franco Nero means success. And he was laughing.
Gee, John, it must have been a lovely dive.
Yes. Right down to the fires of hell.
Jack Palance, the way you see him in the movies, that's the way he behaves in the set. Just, you know. He knows he has a scary face, and he uses it.
Marcia, how would you like some fresh Swedish meat?
When you look at Jack Palance, especially in those years, this big man, strong, he always played the mean guy. He had the soul of a poet. He was a poet in life. He was so wonderful. And I remember he used to write poems, poetries. And once in a while he said, Franco, I'm going to recite for you something.
Do we know a hymn, Marcia?
His characters smoke a joint. So I had the idea for him to be kind and give me, 2 or 3 puffs.
His claws are so strong he can dig right through the hardest ground. So he won't have too much trouble with the soft meat in your belly.
Because I wanted to kind of take it easy in the scene and change it a little bit. I kind of like giggling, to make that it was tickling me. And I said, Jack, would you give my character some marijuana to smoke? He said, no. Okay.
Morricone is a genius of a musician.
My God, the best music. All my westerns has been written by, the score by Morricone.
There is an old African say that it says, that you can wake up early at dawn, but your destiny is woken up half hour before you. So that was the destiny of Morricone. To be, the right man in the right moment to put the right music for westerns.
Io avevo fatto già precedentemente 2 western e un arrangiamento di una canzone per un disco, di una canzone country. Lui sentì Sergio Leone, quell'arrangiamento che feci per la canzone country, gli piacque moltissimo. E quindi volle che io riportassi quest'idea di quest'arrangiamento, l'arrangiamento, lo riportassi al Pugno di Dollari. Devo dire che per un Pugno di Dollari è il peggiore delle mie musiche, la peggiore delle mie musiche dei film western di Leone. Per qualche dollaro in più e successivamente c'è stato un grande progresso, del resto anche lui ha progredito moltissimo e quindi si è sviluppato un po' quest'idea e migliorata moltissimo. Era un film che a me è piaciuto subito moltissimo, solo che bisognava trovare delle strade un po' diverse. Io non volevo fare un western come quelli di Leone con Corbucci. Del resto quando ho fatto western, quei rari che ho fatto con Giulio Petroni e con altri autori, io ho cambiato proprio le carte in tavola rispetto a Leone. Non potevo assolutamente ripetere le esperienze musicali che avevo fatto con Leone. Quindi lì ci fu questa idea del coro che cantava questa specie di requiem allegro, gioioso ma drammatico anche. Andiamoci a ammazzare compagni, era una specie di fatto su un tema gregoriano. Infatti mi pare che nella partitura ci fosse poi una risposta di un organo che chiariva il concetto di base. Questo la gente non lo capisce proprio, però quelle cose le ho fatte così.
Vamos a matar, compañeros.
Ta 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 ta. Questa è una conclusione di una frase gregoriana e questo io l'ho messo nel film perché volevo che avesse questa impronta completamente diversa da quella di Leone, ma con un'impronta specifica per il film di Corbucci.
Sometimes, I look at the film on TV because they're, showing in Italian TV. I go to Spain and I see the Companeros on TV in Spain. I go to Germany and I see Companeros. And all the time I stop, even if I'm in a hurry, I want to spend some time with in Company of Companeros. There is this beautiful humor, this friendship between these two characters.
I remember it always with a smile. I was young, full of life. We were all young and enjoying what we were doing.
I want to see the movie all the time because it's something special.